What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to the cool kid at your school? Not. There was this girl named Tasha at my high school who had every single thing going for her. Looks, money, confidence, Instagram followers in the thousands. She had this way of walking into a room like it was built just for her. She talked loud, laughed louder, and rolled her eyes at anything even slightly beneath her, which was most things. Teachers loved and hated her. Guys either worshipped her or were terrified of her. Girls tried to be her or tore her down in secret group chats. But the thing was, she knew she was untouchable. She leaned into it. She'd walk into class 20 minutes late, iced coffee in one hand, sunglasses still on, telling the teacher, "Sorry, I was at my modeling shoot," even though we all knew she was probably just at Starbucks. She'd sit down, pull out a huge mirror, and start touching up her lip gloss while the rest of us were taking notes. When she did talk in class, it was to say something wildly off topic, and then smirk like she just dropped ancient wisdom. Teachers didn't say much. She had this way of flipping everything around on them. She was brutal to other girls. Like, if you wore something she didn't approve of, she'd stage whisper to her friend loud enough for the whole row to hear, "Wow, that's a bold choice." And she always said it with that fake supportive voice, like she was doing you a favor. Every school event, she was front row. She was homecoming queen 2 years in a row. But she could bomb a presentation and still get an A. If you called her out, she'd just laugh like you were the one embarrassing yourself. Anyway, one day in senior year, our school put together this big career prep day thing. They brought in local professionals, lawyers, dentists, whatever, to talk about resumes and job interviews. Everyone was dressed all business casual, pretending to care. Tasha showed up in a bright pink two-piece outfit that looked more like she was headed to Coachella. Her heels were like 6 inches. She walked into the gym like she owned it, late, obviously, sipping on a green smoothie. The speaker at her session was this woman named Ms. Carter, head of marketing at some tech company. Super sharp, no-nonsense energy. Tasha sat in the front row, crossed her legs, and immediately pulled out her phone, just scrolling, not even hiding it. Ms. Carter didn't say anything at first. She just kept talking about professionalism and image and stuff, but every few minutes, she glanced down at Tasha like she was clocking every little thing. At some point, Ms. Carter asked if anyone wanted to volunteer for a mock interview demo. Tasha immediately raised her hand. I don't know why. Maybe she thought it'd be funny. Maybe she figured she'd charm her way through it like always. Ms. Carter smiled and said, "Great, come on up." Tasha strutted to the front, phone still in hand. She sat down like she was doing them a favor. "First question, tell me about yourself." Tasha goes, "Well, I'm very independent. I don't let people tell me what to do, and I know I'm meant for something bigger than college." It got dead quiet. Ms. Carter tilted her head and said, "Interesting. What are your strengths?" Tasha laughed, actually laughed, and said, "Honestly, I just don't care what people think. That's kind of my superpower." Ms. Carter nodded. "And your weaknesses?" Tasha grinned and said, "Sometimes I'm too real. Like, I can't fake it for people. I don't do boring jobs or boring people." And then Ms. Carter just paused, looked at her for a second. Then, super calm, she goes, "Okay, now pretend I'm a hiring manager at a company you're obsessed with. You're sitting in front of me, resume in hand. And everything about you says you're not serious, not prepared, and not interested in being here. What do I do?" Tasha blinked, still smiling. "I mean, if you can't handle someone confident, that sounds like a you problem." And Ms. Carter, I swear to God, goes, "Right. And then I thank you for your time, stand up, and call in the girl behind you who didn't spend the interview on her phone, who didn't tell me she's too real, who dressed like she wanted the job, not like she wanted attention. Because the real world doesn't care how many followers you have, Tasha. It cares how you show up." The whole gym went silent, like you could hear chairs creak. Tasha's face didn't move for a second. Then she let out this little laugh like she didn't care, but her neck got all blotchy. That laugh didn't reach her eyes. She got up real fast, heels clicking like gunshots, and walked straight out the side door. She didn't come back the rest of the day.